Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to MBTV. My name is Captain Lust. I am your regular host on the channel. I'm joined tonight by Yami Pirate. How are you doing?
Hey, good you?
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks for asking. Very nice to have you back on the stream. Somewhat regular caster on the channel now. It's always a pleasure to have you on here.
Thanks.
WeDontYou versus Heroes. We've seen this match played once already this tournament. It was very one-sided. It was 69 in fact. What are you expecting tonight?
Probably not much different, but
Really?
yeah.
You think there's just that much of a gap between these two teams at the moment? WeDontYou really playing off their heads?
Honestly, yeah, but I don't know, maybe Heroes will surprise us.
Anything is possible in the game of Warband, naturally. Yami Pirate, for those of you who don't know, which is going to be a very small minority, is a member, a player and captain for the Castellans, who are considered to be sort of one of the top 4 teams in this tournament.
Yeah.
But they're going to have a very difficult time next match because they're going to be playing the winner of this match. So it's an extra interesting cast here for Yami. Perhaps seeing what WeDontYou are up to, which is the opponent I think you're expecting to face in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, when we've spoken to OGL in the past, he has mentioned that he feels like WeDontYou are a bit ahead, and WeDontYou freelancers and AE are all a bit ahead of Castellan. How do you feel about that at the moment?
It's probably true, yeah. I don't think we don't stand a chance at all, but they're probably a bit better, so it's gonna be tough.
That'd be a little bit of work to
Yeah, we're kind of
catch up.
hoping to get Heroes or Legend in the quarterfinals, but
So you working to make up that difference though? Lots of trainings?
yeah, we like training as much as we can, I guess, but I guess we'll see.
Alright, that's cool. Going back to this match anyway itself, WeDontYou versus Heroes. We're going to be playing Naval Outpost and Valorant. Two pretty close maps. I think Naval Outpost is technically classified as a mixed map. I think that's right. But it's certainly on the more closed end of the mixed map spectrum. You mentioned that you had played Naval Outpost recently. What did you think of it?
It's okay actually. It's not a bad map. It was kind of fun to play on it.
As an infantry, you're happy with it?
Yeah. Wasn't it like this closed map to Ocean?
No, I think it's technically a mixed map actually because it has, and I
Yeah,
quote,
it's fountain area.
and I quote, wide streets. And that's going to make it a mixed map these days.
Okay.
The North American scene would never have that. But alas, it is the European scene, the European Championship Series. You can tweet at both of us, at Captain Lust, at Yami Pirate, hashtag the Warband ECS. We have updated the display to include the hashtag there up in the top left corner, so make sure you do get involved. We will be looking at your tweets, reading them out, and engaging with you. Be part of the stream. Or, you know, if you just want to be a viewer, that's fine as well, but you can be part of the stream. I don't want to force anyone. Now, Yami, I want to ask you, you mentioned you played this map once. I don't know if you played it much outside of that on IG or whatever.
It's actually not on IG.
Is it really? That's interesting. So, perhaps a bit of a new experience for some of these players. I guess they would have been playing it this week anyway. Interestingly, it was Legends map pick, right? And then due to the default win, WeDontYou are then required to play it in this match. I believe that's the case.
I'm not really sure actually.
I think that's what happened, yeah. So WeDontYou actually under a bit more pressure here, which could give Heroes a bit of an edge. I think WeDontYou probably would have picked something a lot more open.
Yeah, probably.
But nonetheless, I still think WeDontYou are the big favourites here. Rodox versus Vegas on this map. Do you have any kind of idea about what you would favour? Which faction you kind of give an age to?
I don't know. I don't think it matters so much. Maybe Vegas just a little bit, but I don't think it should be too imbalanced.
As an infantry player, you don't really prefer either faction too much?
Not so much, no.
Alright, fair enough. We're not going live, are we? I don't think we are.
Well, I don't know. They didn't really have anyone in yet.
No, not quite live yet. I think we're waiting for... Well, the teams are on
Yeah,
the server,
seem
but...
like about ready.
Looks like we've got Tardet doing the refereeing for this match, so thanks to him in advance. Hopefully the match goes smoothly, and we just have a good, clean game to find out who's going to be progressing forward to the quarterfinals. That is the outcome of this match. what's happened in this group so far is WeDontYou and Legend won their first week matches, putting them through to the winners match. The winner of the winners match, Legend, by default went through first place in Group B. Losers match was left with Heroes and FF. They had an insane game there. Heroes just edging out on Winterberg. They're taking the 11-9 win, and that's going to put Heroes back up into the second place match. While FF go out, WeDontYou versus Heroes will decide who goes second and who goes third. The winner and loser of this match, respectively. Do you like this system?
It's okay, but I think it could be maybe a bit better.
For example?
I mean, it often kind of ends up being like two same matches, like for example, like what happened with IG and Wolfpack or IR and Dolph.
Yeah, I guess so.
Kind of, yeah.
But I mean, like, logically, well, I guess the advantage of this system, if I would defend it, is that it means you guarantee no pointless matches, at least. Like, even if teams played each other before, they play each other again, there's no situation where, like, a team is playing a match and they can't get out of the group, which is something you can get in round robin.
Yeah, although, I mean, I guess it's kind of like if they have two matches and they win the first one and lose the second one, they're out. That's kind of maybe a bit unfair, even if, like, the first match was better.
I guess so. Yeah, I mean, you are saying that it's the second match which is important.
Yeah.
So teams just have to understand that, I guess. Yeah, I guess it's a bit awkward. But I mean, it's clear from the start, so teams just, I just have to go with it. Obviously, I mean, every system has its advantages and disadvantages. If we can find the perfect system.
Yeah, well, I think it's good, like, it's just not perfect, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. But I mean, is there a perfect system is my question. Does such a thing even exist?
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe. But nice. So there'll be still a slight delay until we actually get kicked off here. But you've got Yami and I.
I think they're
Me and
ready.
Yami's to be company. Yeah, we'll be starting fairly soon, I'm sure. I do want to mention, just while we're on the are we restarting live?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's run that map intro then. Okay, we are now live. The game has begun. This is the first set WeDontYou playing as the Rodox side with their names in caps. Heroes playing as the Vegas as Team 2. First minute's gone over. Not too much action so far, but there has been a bit of hustle and bustle. Teams moving around the map, vying for control. If we zoom out a little bit, we can get a little bit of an idea of what's going on with this map. We have sort of separated areas, separated by little tunnels and tight alleyways. There's a ship right at the front, which is where one of the flags spawns. One flag up here, indicated by the Razor logo. And one flag over in this sort of separated area by these sacred pools of eternal life. I did like Cleric's analysis of these pools, suggesting that they are drying up and the city is slowly dying with them. Are you someone who enjoys role-playing, Yami?
Yeah, it can be fun.
This is a very role-play map. There's like a blacksmith around this side alleyway.
Yeah.
Made by Farunian. And I think it's been pretty popular so far. One thing to mention is that over by the ship, if we move over there quickly just by this before this flag kicks off, is that there's normally ramps down to this flag on the ship, which are not in this version. So it's slightly harder for Cav to maneuver on there. And a flag is going to spawn up by the covered area up at the top of the map. And Hero's going to start raising that straight away, actually. Interesting movement from WeDontYou. They seem to be a little bit undecided about what they're going to do. Are coming out from this tunnel. Looks like they're going to push up through the center. They have to be very, very careful here, though. Because Heroes have a decent crossfire setup already. Vernon Udlek on the flag. Actually, I think Heroes look like they're set to take this flag, actually. WeDontYou still not able to push forward.
Oh, I guess they're just trying to clear the thatch on the cart first.
Yeah, WeDontYou seem to have kind of moved up onto the top level here, and now charging in is Trebron. Oh, the team go from Max here is going to make it really hard for Heroes to get anything done. And kills starting to roll in now for WeDontYou, as expected before the start of the game. Otherwise offensive, aka Blacktide taking down Max there. Middle Saman, otherwise known as Relax, bring down Gold. Udalek getting a double kill here back. Taking down Pendragon and Sukucha there, but...
He's really low on health now.
It's 4 against 6, but yeah, as you mentioned, very, very low health. Hatchet's coming in from Raid now as well, and I think WeDontYou going to be finishing off this round quite comfortably. Double kill there from Blacktide. I think that's going to shut them down. Just Mitch left. Down he goes. What did you make of that, Yami?
Well, I guess it was kind of good move to clear a touch on the cart first before pushing on the flag, even if they seemed like to take a bit longer, rather than just running in their crossfire.
So where was that archer exactly? Up by the cart?
You know the cart
on the high ground.
Yeah.
Who was up there? Mitch, was it?
I think Mitch.
Yeah. He managed to stay alive till the end of the round, though. I guess they did manage to keep him busy.
Yeah, but he couldn't shoot.
Yeah. Well, due to the new rule set that is played, this new match format, the flag won't spawn in that same place again. It will spawn either at the ship or by the fountain of eternal life.
I guess it's kind of bad they lost the transfer ban. I mean, that was like a favorable flag for them.
Actually, WeDontYou just going to start pushing forward now, directly into the lines of Heroes, and put them under a lot of pressure. Gold getting caught out, and he's having to back off here. Alexander's in support him, but he's just backing away from a melee fight there, and that's not going to work. Griffin drops as well. Max gets 1 kill back, and Heroes have to start attacking now because they can't just back off like this. Raiden bringing down Shock, and once again, WeDontYou starting to take a commanding lead in this round. I mean, the issue is that Heroes really just backed off from that fight, and it's a mistake they made as Heroes and Inquisition as well in the previous WNL season. Lazo picks up a double kill.
I guess they really didn't expect it.
It doesn't look like they did at all. Team kill from Pendragon there. That's going to drop Blacktide, and he'll be frustrated about that. But WeDontYou now with a 5-2 player advantage, just Mitch and Max left. Well away from the fight there, not able to do much. Mitch playing with a spike club. There it goes down to Christo. And Max doesn't even seem to be trying now. Christo finishes him off. Christo taking a 4-0 score right there. Kills for deaths. Right now, Heroes not looking too tasty at all, are they?
No, I guess they were kind of like, didn't really expect WeDontYou to push them. Because they weren't really gonna get a flag there, so maybe it's a bit weird move, but they kind of did catch them off guard.
Yeah. How do they need to react to that, do you think?
Sorry?
How do they need to react to that, do you think?
Just fight them, I guess.
Really?
Oh, what else can you do? If they run, they're just gonna get picked off, like
they did last round, yeah. What about the class setups right now? We're seeing an extra horseman for WeDontYou in place of Heroes extra archer.
Yeah, I guess maybe they took an extra cuff because it could have been the fountain flag, so like that's quite an open area. Or
That's
maybe
true.
they just wanted to surprise with an attack.
Seems to be working out for WeDontYou anyway. Hero is starting to play aggressive right now, but it's Vernon that gets the worst of it. He's still moving forward though, and Gold wants to get aggressive as well. Hero's not willing to be passive in this game. They're losing players early on. Down goes Shock, down goes Max. In come the cover right now. Alexander gets caught out and finished off by Blacktide. Griffin brought down and not a successful pusher at all. Blacktide gets the triple kill there, which he'll be very proud of. I'm sure we'll see him tweet that. Trebron finishing off Udalek. And WeDontYou just absolutely storming Heroes right now. It seems to be completely one-sided.
Yeah.
With no response from Heroes at all. once again, we don't use playing super aggressive. It's been a really quick game so far, to be honest. We've only seen one flag spawn so far, right?
Actually, I think maybe 2, but I don't remember really. No, actually, maybe it was only 1.
Seems like heroes are
I'm
holding
not
up.
sure why Griffin's playing Archer.
I think he plays well as an archer. I think it's weird when he doesn't play archer, to be honest, but...
Really? He's a really good infitting.
I mean, in the Nations Cup, or well, maybe not... Was it this Nations Cup or maybe the other one? I mean, he was playing really well. Wait, for some reason... LaRue thinks it's your birthday, but I think that's wrong, right? That's Is he joking with you? What's going on there?
I don't know, just let him think it. Maybe he'll like give me a present or something.
Okay. Happy birthday, Yami.
Thank you. I think he's mocking my Twitter post
Okay.
that OGL wrote for me.
So OGL running your Twitter.
Sometimes. He just likes to make all these embarrassing posts in it, so I look bad.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Finally, the game seems to have reverted to a more kind of passive state here. Relax has got himself some tanky armor there. You like that Rodok green armor?
Yeah, it's probably one of my favorite in the game actually.
Yeah, that's cool, right? It's a nice color of green, and with that
Yeah.
kettle hat as well. Sick.
I don't like the kettle hat, but
No? Love the kettle hat.
looks ridiculous.
It's realistic.
Okay. I guess the heroes would get a boat flag.
Yeah,
They're set up for it this time, so maybe...
we saw Cleric Johnson speak, albeit inebriated, but very passionately about this flag and the beauty of it. The fine delicacies of all of the various positions around this flag. It could be an interesting push from WeDontYou. Interesting to see the heroes, in spite of having like 3 archers, and not choosing to take the high ground here.
Yeah. Would have expected somebody on the ship or...
Yeah, up on the back of that ship, up on the, I believe it's the stern of the ship.
It's a bit hard to get to them, I guess, if they come there.
Ooh, early kill comes in, and Raiden brought down by Heroes Alexander, but in come the Cav now for WeDontYou, rushing Max. He stays alive though, and Heroes actually looking pretty good in this round so far. Ulik brings down Pendragon, but the team kill from Mitch is absolutely devastating for Heroes. Griffin keeping it alive though, keeping the dream alive. 6 players to 5 right now. Heroes are in the lead, but they have low health. Signature brings down, and Christo starting to run away with this as well, getting a double kill. Just 3 Heroes players left. They have a higher flag, but the flag is absolutely now swarmed by WeDontYou players. Ulik gonna do what he can to stay alive here. And a kill from Alexander. They are still in with a chance here. Double kill from Alexander. Can he make this happen? No, it's just him left now. Surely not. Surely it's impossible.
Oh, it's got 15 seconds.
He killed a horse. If he dismounts, can he dismount and stay alive? He hasn't got a shield though. If he dismounts now, he can get the... No, what's he done? He's shot... Oh my god. If he dismounted there, surely he could have done it.
Yeah, maybe.
It would have been a mistake. He lost
know.
his shield though. It would have been hard. Dismounting probably would have got shot. Okay, we're having a short 30-second break here, and then we'll be back for the next set. Alright then, we move into the first break. Heroes currently trailing by 4-0 against what looks like an all-round superior WeDontYou side. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Is there anything Heroes can do right now? I mean, the last round looked better, I think, for Heroes, right? It was their best round so far.
I guess it was, but still didn't look so good. I mean, they kind of lost quite decisively, like all the rounds where they were even set up for the flag already. So that's not really kind of encouraging, I guess. Even when they like set up and get the flag in their favor and everything, they still kind of lose quite badly.
I totally agree. I mean, the last round as well, you could possibly put down to a bit of a lapse of concentration from WeDontYou as well.
Yeah, maybe.
When you start storming an opponent, it can be hard to kind of maintain that energy. They probably feel like they've already won, to be honest. But that's not how we feel on NBC. Sorry, go on. Yeah, it wasn't
even
that
the
close,
last round, yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, if Alexander had managed to get a shield and dismount, he could have actually snagged the flag.
Maybe, but it would have been a bit lucky more than like a close fight. More like he just survived a bit more.
Yeah, I guess so, depending on how you look at it. I would like to mention here, it's a very special stream. Even if we're going to have a one-sided match tonight, it's going to be one to remember because this is the first stream we've done after the channel has reached 1,000 followers on Twitch. I want to thank everyone for following, supporting the channel, watching, tweeting, whatever you're doing. Thanks to you if it reaches you. I'm very proud to have reached 1,000 followers on the Twitch channel, and I'm looking forward to the next 1,000 and more. Also do follow us both on Twitter, at Captain Lust, at Yami_pirate, and subscribe to the channel on YouTube as well, where all the VODs go. All of the VODs are available, free to watch, for everything we stream on here on MBTV. So definitely check that out. That's nice news, right, Yami?
Yeah.
1,000 followers. One day you'll have 1,000 followers on Twitter.
Soon.
And the total channel visits as well is getting pretty high too. It's up to like 240,000, so I'm really proud of that.
And I guess you're getting more streamers lately, like matches in ECS kind of reached like 100 viewers or so.
Yeah. The viewer count's doing pretty well, and I'm hoping that the finals will get pretty big views as well. As we move into the quarterfinals, I'm really excited. We're going to have a lot more exciting matches too, I think.
Yeah.
WeDontYou versus Castellan, it's a big hype game. Or is it?
We're gonna win, of course, yeah.
I don't doubt it for a second.
I'm sure everybody thinks we're favorites.
Do they?
Yeah.
That's so.
Yeah. Maybe.
Tweet in if you think that Castellan are favourites against WeDontYou for the quarterfinals. If that is how the quarterfinals play out, because, you know, Heroes are not out of this match yet. No tweets so far, Yami. I don't think the audience is with you.
I think they're just shy.
Don't be shy, come on. Show your support. Castellans have their own Twitter account, I believe, as well.
Yeah, we do.
What is that Twitter account?
I think Castellan MNB.
MNB.
Like.
It's a good solid idea.
Sorry?
It's a good solid idea for a Twitter tag. Castellan MNB. Do go and follow
Very
them.
original.
I like that it's MNB instead of MBW. Like, people like Scar going for MBW. What are they going to do when Bannerlord comes out, right?
Yeah.
They're not thinking far enough into the future.
Well, not everybody's as clever as us.
Possibly not. The match format is a best of 16. So far we've just played the first set. WeDontYou leading 4-0. They won every round of the Rodox side. They're now going to switch over and play as the Vegas side, while Heroes take the Rodox. We'll see how that plays out. Yami has suggested that Vegas might have a slight advantage here, but thinks that it's probably even overall. So not too much for Heroes to be concerned about, faction-wise, but perhaps currently the imbalance of these two teams themselves might be a little bit too much for them to take. WeDontYou just playing as good as any team has ever played, I think, at the moment. Looking really, really scary. That's a question I want to ask you as well. I mean, how do you think the level compares in this tournament compared to previous tournaments in the scene?
Like of teams overall?
Yeah, I mean, do you think like the level of the scene is constantly rising, or do you think it's perhaps kind of goes in dips and troughs?
It's dropping, actually.
You think it's dropping? Wow.
Why's
that?
Well, we still have some good teams like WeDontYou and like AE and freelancers and I dare say us. But and like IR and Saracens aren't doing too bad, I guess. But I mean, There just don't seem to be like enough really good teams.
But, I mean,
I think admins
what-
were kind of struggling with teams to invite as well.
But I mean, thinking about it, like, I mean, when has there ever been like more than 2 teams at the top? I think, to be honest, I think the fact that there's like 3 or arguably even 4 teams at the top is like a pretty big thing anyway. We're used to having like 1 or 2 max, like IG and A basically, like for a long time, and then it was like A in RNGD, A in Trinity, A in Union. I think the fact I think the fact that we've got 3 and 4 is like a great achievement. So I
But the
disagree
other
with you.
teams like that are not top but kind of really strong teams, they're kind of like lacking maybe a bit.
Yeah, perhaps so, yes. Maybe some people would count you among those teams though. Maybe you have to show those people a lesson.
Maybe.
Okay. Second says that Castellans can't win as long as OGL is leading them, so you got a bit of banner there. Alright, we're live now, so let's get back into the match.
I don't think we're live.
Are we not live?
Well,
Let's not get back into the match then. Let's play another song.
yeah, I think we're definitely not live.
Perhaps a bit of a false start here. Slightly longer breaks. As the tournament goes on, the breaks do tend to get longer. A classic case of teams getting a little bit prissy, I think. Yami had a few complaints before the streams about certain individuals, certain teammates even that.
That's true. Slender.
A little bit fussy over things. Croatian internet, obviously, one of the most stable services in the world.
Yeah. I have my 100 megabit fiber optics. I'm like sorted.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I assume that Croatian internet only arrived just last year.
Yes, but we're catching up quickly.
That's good.
Yeah.
Do you have oil fields or something? How are you catching up so quickly?
Maybe.
What is Croatia's big export? I want to know that.
I'm not sure actually. I'm not sure we have any.
You must do. Tourism, I guess? You have tourism? It's not really
Yeah,
export.
we have tourism, yeah.
Do you make wine? Is there Croatian wine?
I suppose we do have some famous, relatively famous wines, maybe.
Fair enough.
Potatoes? I don't know.
You grow potatoes?
Nah, I'm just joking.
Fine Croatian soil?
Yeah.
Lovely tweets in as well. From Tardet supporting the stream. I want to give a shout out as well to all the admins, but also to Tardet and Harmon especially, who have jumped in. I know Tardet's been doing a lot of work today, and I'm sure Harmon will prove to be very useful to the ECS overall there. I know it's a lot of hard work getting admin done for these kind of tournaments. There's so much updating to be done with threads, dealing with teams. It's just a lot of work. So it's great to see people coming in, helping out there, making sure that the tournament, the tournament boards are updated. So you can look.
Yeah, Tard is doing like really amazing, I guess.
Yeah, it's good.
Like lots of work.
It's good that you can go on and just see like, okay, this is the quarterfinals, this is what the matches are all there, and it's all up to date. It's almost like it's a website, but it's still a forum. I'd like to mention our music providers as well. If you go on twitch.tv/MMBTV, you can see them below the stream. Nervous Test Pilot and Binster. You can check out their store page as well. Are we going to be going live right now?
Yeah, I think we're live.
Okay. Slightly extended break there. And we'll have to see what heroes can manage on the Rodok side. Okay, let's jump into the game. And we get now heroes currently trailing 0-4 against WeDontYou. WeDontYou playing as the Rodok side. No, WeDontYou playing as the Vegas side. Heroes playing as the Rodok side. As we go into the second set. I think Heroes, they're going to start relying on getting some early shots here. Perhaps playing a little bit more aggressive. Some kind of comment from Black Tide there in chat. Black Tide, a former Castellans player, do you feel... are you feeling the loss of Black Tide in your team at the moment, or are you coping okay?
Well, I'm kind of sad he left. I mean, we all liked him, but I guess we sort of expected him to go back to Croa. Yeah, I think there is a bit of a loss, like we often lack Cav now, maybe.
That's fair enough.
Struggling a bit to get enough recently, especially since Corey left as well. But I think we're managing okay.
Is someone calling you?
No.
Are you supposed to be waking up right now?
I could turn it off.
Okay, so an early hit has gone off there on Raiden. Griffin's lost half his health as well, so blows have been traded back and forth.
You could hear that.
Flag spawns now, and it does spawn under the feet of WeDontYou. It seems the teams are very much mirroring what happened in the first round of the previous set. But WeDontYou now on the position of the flag. Can Heroes make as an effective as push as the WeDontYou managed to? They are playing with still one cav less, one cav fewer.
I guess they're kind of doing the same thing that
WeDontYou.
WeDontYou did the first. Ooh,
Early shot there from Max. They're going to snipe out Benedetto. That's going to cut out the crossfire massively. Heroes now moving into this awkward kind of area though. It's going to give them cover from the cav. But also going to prevent their own cav from coming into support. Here comes Vernon there. Going to try and deal with Sigurd Osman. Well, Mitch managed to take out Black Tide, but fairly chaotic situation right now. As well, kills from both sides. Absolutely back and forth. Ottoman, though, making massive strides for his own team, picking up a double kill there. Trebron bringing down Griffin. Heroes now 3 players against the 4. If WeDontYou. And down goes Alexander as well. Mitch. Well, he's left alone a little bit here. He needs to get something done fast. Trebron dismounts from his horse. Mitch fighting 1 against 2, but he's got good health. Starting to lose that health, though. Trebron's been playing infantry lately. That's going to make it hard for Mitch. Trebron gets attacked by his own horse there, but stays alive. Max goes down, and eventually Mitch finished off as well. Trebron going to remount his horse. Or not, or just about. Drops all his weapons for some reason. Interesting there. He should be able to rebuy them.
This started out pretty good for Heroes, but didn't end so well, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it was very close at least.
Probably the closest run so far.
Yeah, I think I'd agree with that. So are they getting better?
Maybe. Although I feel like maybe there was a bit of a
what's happened
lucky
there?
thing that got Vendetta. Ouch.
That's, Mitch has stepped out there. I mean, I will always say that's the infantryman's fault there. It's hard to tell exactly what happened, but...
Wasn't Mitch playing crossbow?
No, oh, yeah, maybe he was.
I'm fairly sure he was.
Okay, in that case, then it's Griffin's fault. Because if it was an imp, he should have been standing still, and if it was a crossbow, then Griffin shouldn't be shooting him in the back of the head.
Good logic.
So the flag not going to spawn up here this time. WeDontYou just spreading out towards where the other flags will spawn, giving them some stronger map control. Griffin not with a very good spot right now. They do have 45 seconds though to move and plan out their attack. WeDontYou really spreading out right now, covering all the flags. Wherever it spawns now, they can get to there pretty much immediately using the tunnels. Nice tunnel system here as well. Do you like the tunnels?
Yeah, I think that's quite a nice addition, maybe.
It's kind of an interesting feature.
Yes, it's like really makes it easy to kind of sneak up on people and get quickly from one part of the map to the other.
Yeah.
Like they're not so like separated like they look.
Yeah, it's cool. In the summoner's reach of Naval Outpost. Flag's going to spawn on the ship here. And And when it spawns on the ship, it spawns right on that ship. Another team there first. Actually, Heroes playing aggressive. They Cav do get here first, but they just getting too much on. And a brilliant shot there from Vendetto. Absolutely fantastic. Going to take down Alexander immediately there before the fight even starts, it has to be said. Trebron's got himself a heavy horse. When Trebron gets a heavy horse, it's very, very difficult to deal with him. Vendetto picks up the double kill. Heroes forced into the tunnels. Like dwarves pushed back into their mines. They're going to flank round the side. Desperately trying to approach this boat somehow. But they're already down to 5 players after the team kill and the 2 early kills from Vendetto right now. Black Tiger
Raiden's already on the boat.
Yeah, this is not great. They are getting shot to pieces by some of the best archers in the scene right now. Harassed in melee by some of the best infantry in the scene. And bumped down by some of the best cav in the scene. And this is just not a good place for Heroes to be in right now. Team kill there from Ottoman, but it's not going to make too much of a difference. Centurion does put 1 kill back. Every little helps. Oh, lovely jump kill there, bringing down Sikager there.
Are Tesco sponsoring you now as well?
What was that, sorry?
Did you get Tesco sponsors now as well?
I didn't get it, no.
No, just the every little helps thing.
Oh, Tesco sponsors. Oh my god, how do you know about Tesco's?
Well, I lived in the UK, remember?
Jesus, I've forgotten Tesco sponsors. It's been so long. And we're out in the Middle East. Is that the same slogan in Croatian Tesco's?
We don't have them. I think it's just the UK chain. I don't know. I've never seen them anywhere else.
I think they're part of like a different chain though, like they're part of Walmart or something maybe. Or maybe Asda is part of Walmart, I don't know. There is international chains though.
We don't have Walmart either, we're backwards.
You just have like market stores and stuff.
Yes.
Okay, well the fight's broken out, I should say. And once again, WeDontYou absolutely just pulverizing their enemies. Heroes seem desperate to the point of hopelessness at this point. Double kills there for Sikager and Trebron. The Cav just cutting up the remaining Heroes players. Max is the last one left. Triple kill there for Sikager, and that's going to be the, well, not the end of the set, but, I mean, really. Do Heroes have a chance at this point? I would suspect not.
I guess all the Vegas have the white armor now, pretty much, and...
The white
Heroes
armor.
are pushing.
What kind of name is that? It's the Lamella armor.
White armor, come on.
The white armor.
Just being so tryhard.
What, reading the names?
Nah, it's just like... I guess Heroes are pushing them now.
Yeah, is that a good idea? Who knows? I think whatever they do, it's gonna be pretty hard push to actually work at this point. Raiden playing without a shield, interestingly. It's taking the strong way for anyone interested. That's what he chooses to play on this somewhat closed mixed map. I wonder what Vendetto takes. Vendetto playing with the Nomad bow. For all you Archer fans there. Or your own Archers. Vendetto actually with a few more kills at this point as well, so the Nomad bow does have its strengths. A lot of people are upgrading to stronger bows at this point. Early kill comes in for Griffin there, and it seems to be a bit of a tussle by these stairs. Raiden making a bit of a mistake. And it's going to give Heroes the confidence to push forward right now. They have to deal with Vendetto somehow. In comes Alexander. Nice cow chance. They're going to deal with Parastoxer. Back to pull a kill back against Heroes though, but at least they're putting pressure onto the WeDontYou side right now. The problem is... Ooh, actually a bad teammate from Vendetto there right now.
It's a bit split up, maybe.
Heroes doing okay at this point though. They do have 2 players that need to start getting involved in the action. Just shooting from a distance right now. They need to get stuck in. WeDontYou taking advantage right now as Vendetto picks up a double kill. Christo getting kills. Placto getting kills. Double for Christo. And once again, it's just the ranges of Heroes left. And this has happened quite a lot, I think, for Heroes. They've just had just their ranges left. They haven't been effective enough in the fights.
I think they split up a bit too much, maybe, when they pushed them.
Yeah, I think you're right. Left their ranges behind. And we're going to have a half-minute break right now as we go into the half-time. Not looking good for Heroes right now, though. well, very much a repeat of what we were seeing before when these two teams met. 8-0 the score to WeDontYou right now, before we go into the next map, which is going to be Valoran. Valoran, is that a map you're a fan of?
Yeah, I think it's a good map. We do kind of well on it, I think, as at least.
Ooh, a possible ban there for WeDontYou. Well, I mean, this is Hero's choice. So obviously feeling that they have some kind of chance here. They obviously like the map, but you know, we saw it happen before. It was a complete whitewash between these two teams. There seems to be a big skill gap. WeDontYou just playing on another level to Heroes right now.
Yeah, I guess maybe Heroes did a bit better in the second spawn, but not good enough.
What is it that separates teams like this, Yami? What do you think it is? What makes what's the difference between a good team and an amazing team? I suppose that's what Castellans are trying to resolve right now, right?
Probably, I think. Yeah, I mean, I think WeDontYou just got a lot of top players from the scene, so it's kinda... They've all been playing for ages and stuff.
What makes a top player then? If we're going to push the question to its limit. You don't know?
Having no life and playing on IG 24/7.
That is a life. That's the IG life.
Yes, I'd agree. But yeah, I mean, I think it's mostly down to individual skill in the end, like, when it comes...
That's where you think the difference is here between these two teams? I think that's fair enough. I mean, the players in WeDontYou are absolutely sick. They were assembled as kind of sick players from lots of different teams as well. They were actually assembled during the last ECS. Like, there was no rule for teams like that had been knocked out changing their players. So like, like both of Gar got knocked out and then Relax like joined them. The other team got knocked out and everyone kind of joined them, and they sort of grew and got stronger as the tournament went on. It was kind of a weird situation. But that's not what's happening here at all. They're just an established team at this point, been playing for a very long time. They just look really strong. A lot of people's favourites, I think, to win the match, to win the whole tournament, possibly.
Well, I think they definitely have a good chance of that. Well, not after we beat them, of course.
It can happen. Anything can happen in the game of Warband.
Yeah.
You win or you die.
Pretty much.
But as a player, looking at WeDontYou especially, do you find it intimidating? Is that kind of match where you're going to get nervous, or are you at the point where you don't get nervous anymore? Like, tell me what you're making of this. Really?
Yeah, even against like teams that I feel quite confident against, especially if it's getting streamed and stuff, an official match, I always get nervous.
Well, we're definitely going to stream this. Your game.
Yeah. I actually get more nervous against teams that we're kind of like big favorites in, because it's like really embarrassing when you lose, you know?
Yeah, that's fair enough. Well, I think that's the kind of best games that you can get nervous in, though, really, because at least you still have a pretty good chance of winning.
Yeah.
I mean, getting nervous against WeDontYou is just going to drop your already pretty difficult chance down to nothing. You got to raise your game, if anything else.
Yeah.
Sports psychology. I know a lot of professional gamers in other games more so, I think they have their own sort of sports psychologists and stuff. It's really important to focus on your mentality going into games, how to deal with different situations. I don't think it's not as prevalent in Warband, but I feel like it would still have an important role to play.
Yeah, I definitely think it's important. It often kind of, I think not just for me, but for a lot of people, like they do quite different based on their mood as well.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, do you prefer to sort of go straight into a match, like from not playing, or do you prefer to like warm up? How do you prefer? I mean, what kind of affects your mentality when you go into a game that you've noticed?
I think Well, warm-ups are quite important for me, but not just mentally, really, but you know, you kind of feel a bit rusty when you just wake up and start playing.
Yeah, well,
And
I
maybe
don't
you
mean,
can't really...
just wake up and start playing. I know you have your own kind
Okay,
of sleep
okay.
schedule.
But no, like, when you first start playing, like, I think it's quite important to warm up because, I don't know, kind of feels a bit sluggish, I guess. Can't hit back fast enough and things like that, especially for infantry.
No, that's fair enough.
Psychologically, though, I don't know. I guess I get nervous either ways.
I'm sure Castellan have a pretty good atmosphere though. I'm sure that helps to keep you calm sometimes.
Uh,
A lot of
yeah.
support. No? Sometimes.
OGL is a very calm commander.
Is he?
Yes, yes.
Glad to
Very
hear it.
collected and
Yeah, I'm sure he is. I couldn't
never
imagine him.
stresses out.
Couldn't imagine him any other way, to be honest. Lovely chap, the Scotsman OGL. We saw him in chat earlier. He has calmed down a little bit, but I'm sure he's kicking back and enjoying the stream.
Actually, I think we have a match with IG now.
Oh really? Are you missing it?
Yeah, but hopefully they're doing the open map first, so.
They don't play you on the open maps.
Nah, they seem to have doubt in my, like, calf stopping skills and awareness.
Oh really?
It's completely, like, you know, not true and slanderous, but what can I do?
Totally unfounded.
Yeah,
So rude.
I know, right?
What about as a fatty? Could you play a fatty role?
A dragoon?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I kinda did manage to bump into, like, this one tree and fell by the river, like a lone tree in the middle of the field. And I did it totally by, like, you know, on purpose, just to make everybody laugh, of course.
Yeah. And you dismounted.
Yes, yes. And, you know, the enemy team might have helped me dismount a little bit, but very nice of them.
Controlling horses is hard in this game, to be fair.
Yeah. I think I'm definitely a first choice there, but I just set me for the best match.
Yeah. Obviously, they don't want to burn you out, right?
Yeah, yeah. And, you know, like, as a surprise at the enemy team.
But closed map, is that perhaps more your speciality?
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
I think they're going live.
Alright. Let's run the Valoran map intro then. I love that intro. This is Valor on the map made by Azan of Apis Zero Pi. A beloved map. One of the first to introduce a sort of significant tunnel system, which we will traverse now. And in all its fun, tunnely glory. Teams are spawned in now. Classes are set up. 2 cav for WeDontYou. 2 archers on both sides, and just the 1 cav for heroes. They can have an extra infantryman. What do you prefer for this map? Do you prefer 2 or 1 cav?
I think we generally used to do 1 cav, but now sort of switched to 2 cav mostly. Seems more effective. And they kind of do help a lot when it comes to the fights.
There's a lot of flat space, yeah.
I mean, even on close maps, they can just bump people and kind of block enemy cav and maybe even get some backstabs on the archers.
Yeah, just cause problems all around.
Yeah.
As they can sort of fill like a quasi dragoon role as well. Like if they need to, they can.
Yeah, they
Rush
can dismount
towards-
like if there's
yeah,
a
yeah.
tower fight or something.
Just waiting for the flag spawn at the time being. Map control does seem to be dominated by WeDontYou right now. They have this flag that goes to the rat market as well, and Hero's going to push back down the wine alley. Flag will spawn up at the market. WeDontYou choosing not to raise it straight away. So they're going to try and meet Heroes at this ladder. Hero's going to charge up here and try and get a foothold on the town, but they're getting shot out already. And WeDontYou really going to hold them here, make it very, very awkward for them to charge up. Heroes do make it up the ladder, but up the stairs, but they're taking a lot of hits right now, and WeDontYou haven't taken any hits right now. This could be a completely clean round if it keeps going this way. And that's finally going to take some damage, but Trouble picking up a double kill. This is just absolute butchery right now. And WeDontYou marching forward to their victory, marching forward to the quarterfinals. This is going to be the end of the group stage. Mitch and Max, the last players left, as per usual for Heroes. They've been a great team. They had a good tournament, but WeDontYou have just been absolutely far too much for them today. Max, a sliver of health left. As it is for Heroes, that's the end of the match. And we're going to move into the post-game right now. Congratulations, WeDontYou. Apologies there to the fans of Lauren. I mean, we really didn't get too much of that map in at all. That's going to be the end of tonight's stream. I want to say thank you very much to Yami for casting with me.
No problem.
It's been a pleasure. You are the resident whitewash caster on the channel.
Thanks.
Whenever it's a stomp, we have you on the channel. But it would be nice to get you on for a more even match in the future. It'd be great to have you commentating on Castellan and WeDontYou, but unfortunately you will be playing for one map at least.
Yeah, I gotta carry.
It's been a pleasure to cast with you though. Do you have any final thoughts on the match itself?
Well, I guess there's not too much to say. They're just kind of stompy, I guess.
One team was a lot better than the other team, and then they won every single round. Sums it up, doesn't it?
Pretty much.
It's been a pleasure anyway though, and it's been nice to have you here keeping me company. Thanks to everyone for watching. Follow the channel on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube, follow us both on Twitter as well. Our Twitters are on the screen. Yami, I want to give you a chance to do some shout outs as I do to all my casters.
Okay. I want to give a shout out to this Ivan Rektov guy. He's like definitely the best guy in the game.
Who?
But Ivan Rektov, he's really good.
Who is
But
he?
he might have to work a bit. Oh, yeah, an old Russian player, don't you know?
I don't know.
Wow.
I should know him.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Is that your only shout out?
But yeah.
Fair enough. Well, definitely follow Yami on Twitter and follow Castellan as well at Castellan MMB. I think that's going to be the end of this. I want to say thanks to our sponsors, Team Razor, Game Servers, and Mark Mods, for helping this tournament happen, making it as hype as it is. I cannot wait for the quarterfinals. They're going to be coming up next week. Tune in and make sure you come and watch them. I think that's everything. Good night, guys.
Nice.